So I'm here with Mr. Diaz, former borough president
That's correct.
of New York,
Of the Bronx.
of the Bronx.
Yes.
So, make it clear.
Yes.
Exactly. New York has 5 boroughs, right?
That's correct.
So
And
when
every borough has its own borough
No
president.
borough president. Beautiful. So, and first and most of all, I am not prepared for this.
Yes, you are.
So therefore, instead of verbally speak, I gotta let my heart. You let your heart because you're good on that.
That's the best way to do it.
You speak with your heart.
That's the best way to do it.
That's why I love you. When you say something, it's not the word, the mouth that say, it's the heart that you say. So, welcome to Pugsley, and we are honored to have you here, privileged to have you here, and I'm proud of you. And I want to thank you for last time invited to your event. That was beautiful. I don't know, what was that?
We had you in a number of events, but we had you during Bronx. You also were with us at the church when we had the wake for Junior.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So I want to thank you because you have clearly understood how much you mean to the community. That it's not just about selling pizza and making money. It's about being a pillar, and it's about being a staple right here in the community. Everyone knows who you are. Everyone appreciates your energy, and being here at Pugsley's Pizza, which is by far one of the best, if not the best pizza shop in the city of New York. It's always a pleasure and honor. It always feels like I'm home.
Beautiful.
So thank you.
So we are here for you.
Yes.
For somebody to succeed and to achieve the success that you have achieved, what was the drive to do it? First of all, where are you from? Are you from the region from the
Well, my
Bronx?
parents are from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I was born in the South Bronx at 525 Jackson Avenue.
I hear that.
We moved when we were 4 years old. I went to PS5 on 149th Street. I went to PS31 in the Grand Concourse on the what was then the IGC program. I was gifted and talented. I went to Clark Junior High School on 145th Street in Willis, and then I went to Lehman High School and transferred over to Stevenson. So I'm born, bred, raised. I bleed the Bronx. I always said that if the Bronx is a person, you're looking at him.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yes. And so for me, just like so many others, we all have talents, Sal. You have your talents. People viewing this program, everyone has their talents. The question is whether or not you get the opportunity. In the Bronx, and even in challenging neighborhoods that are underserved, there are a bunch of people who are full of talent. And I've always had the opportunity that either by having my parents at home, being exposed to community service, having people when I first started in politics. I started in politics when I was 7 years old. My father ran for office, putting up posters and giving out flyers. That was an opportunity because it got me exposed to something, right? Most kids don't
That's
get that.
what they say. They say that success is when opportunity and preparedness meet.
Right.
So you prepare, and the opportunity comes. That's
So you have to be prepared, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. I was able to not only be able to expose to civic responsibility and civic duty by giving out lunch to senior citizens during my father's senior citizen centers, but then even though my father ran for office 3 times and lost, when I was 21, I decided to run for district leader.
He must have read the Lincoln book. He
lost,
and fell.
So I won at 21 years of age. That was an opportunity. And then I was able to be surrounded with greats in my community, like Herman Badillo, who was the first Puerto Rican congressman, first Puerto Rican borough president. Olga Mendez, she was the Puerto Rican state senator represented the Bronx and East Harlem. Ramon Velez, Freddie Ferrer, who was the borough president, ran for mayor. Roberto Ramirez, Jose Rivera. There were so many. There's so many that I was exposed to that helped nurture my political career. I lost when I first ran for the New York State Assembly at 22 years of age. A couple of months later, I turned 23, but I ran in a special election. And as they say, the rest is history. I was in Albany for 7 terms, 13 and a half years. And then in 2009, the former Bronx Borough President, Adolfo Carrion, went to go and work for then President Obama. And so there was a vacancy for the borough presidency.
Yeah.
I ran in that special election, and I became the 13th borough
Yeah.
president at the age of 36.
What are the sort of the things that distinguish the Bronx from other boroughs?
A lot. We're the only borough with the word "the" in front of it.
The what?
The.
Yeah,
So you don't have the Manhattan.
yeah,
You don't have the Brooklyn.
yeah.
The reason being is that the Bronx was a place where people came to have a vacation.
Yeah.
Jonas Bronk was one of the first settlers here. And the way you spelled his last name was Bronck. And when you were rich and you lived in Manhattan, which was only southern Manhattan, south of like 42nd Street, even more southern than that.
Yeah.
When you wanted to get away from all the hustle and bustle, you wanted to get up to the country, where the forest, the trees, the river that ran through it. At the time, the river had an indigenous name, Native American name. But when the wealthy said, "Oh, I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to go and get some fresh air up in the country." So where are you going? I'm going up to the Bronx estate.
Yeah.
And then Jonas Bronx passed away, but the river was still through it. So I'm going to go up to the Bronx River. But to do shorthand, instead of writing it BRONCK''S, they put the X. So I say get the Bronx with an X. Where are you going? I'm going up to the Bronx.
I hear that.
So that distinguishes.
So what we have in the Bronx that the other than don't have?
So the Bronx is a place where our diversity is something that we've always celebrated. Once upon a time, the Bronx had more Jewish residents than Israel. The Bronx is the birthplace of salsa. So we say El Condado de la Salsa, the borough of la salsa. The Bronx is the birthplace of doo-wop music. Remember doo-wop?
Yeah,
Doo-wop?
yeah.
Here in the Bronx.
Yeah, the Diana.
We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. The Bronx is the birthplace of this phenomenon taking over the planet called hip hop music and the hip hop culture. Started off right here. The Bronx is the only borough that's connected to the rest of the United States. Every other borough is an island. Staten Island, Manhattan, and then Brooklyn and Queens are part of Long Island. In order for you to get to Florida, or in order for you to get to New Jersey, now there are bridges, but when there weren't bridges, you could only do that through the Bronx. The Bronx has the best and the biggest zoo in the United States, the Bronx Zoo. The Bronx has one of the biggest, if not the biggest parks. Bronx Park, Pelham Bay Park also is the biggest park in the city of New York, Pelham Bay Park, which consists of a man-made beach called Orchard Beach, which is our Riviera. So we have the only, and not too right down the block from here, we're the only borough that still has what I would say an authentic Little Italy. All the other Little Italies have sort of, they call it that, but they don't have the feel like Arthur Avenue, right?
Exactly.
So we have a nautical community in City Island. So people who like boating and fishing and like to eat, shellfish and fish. You can go king crab legs. Go to City Island. So we have the best foods, the best pizza shops. A lot distinguishes us.
And I say,
we're the only borough where the majority of the people who live here are female. We're the only borough that the majority of people who live here, and not only the only borough, the only county of the entire state of New York, where the majority of people who live here are Latino. So we have a lot to celebrate.
That's beautiful.
That's just a couple of things that to answer your question.
When I talk to the people, the customers say the area, the best, I say, why? Because we have here Bronx Zoo, Botanical Garden, Fordham University, Little Italy,
we're the borough,
and Pugsley.
Absolutely. We're the borough of universities. We have so many colleges and universities here. I'm a product of Lehman College, which is not too far from here. So yeah, it's just a beautiful place, a lot of flavor. We've gone through our tough times, but I think the most unique thing about the Bronx is the people who live here. The fact that we are resilient is part of our DNA. If you can make it in the Bronx, just like the Frank Sinatra song, if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere.
People do think they have a call. Somebody wants to be this and has. Oh, I had to call her. What was your drive? Like you mentioned, your dad was giving fly, and maybe that influenced you. What was the thing to be you yourself?
I'll be honest with you, Sal. I didn't grow up thinking that I was going to be the borough president or that I was going to be an elected official. I grew up thinking that I was going to be one of two things. Either I was going to be the shooting guard for the New York Knicks, because I love basketball, and I was pretty good at it, or I was going to be a rap star.
Wow.
I was going to be a hip hop star.
Wow.
I was not good or not good enough in either one.
Could go partnership. I rap too.
But what I would tell you is that my family, my mother was she's a retired daycare teacher. My father had a senior citizen program. My sister's a retired NYPD sergeant. They've always, and my brother's a supervisor for the New York City Housing Authority. I chose then the best way for me to give back to the community, because that's what we were taught, was to get into public service. And so it just happened that I ran, like I said, for district leader. I won that race, lost the assembly race the first time, won the second time, and I just got good at this. And when you have a passion for serving, when you have a passion, not only serving, but the people that you serve, and the place that you're serving, whether it was Soundview as the assemblyman or the whole Bronx as the borough president, I love this place. And so my drive comes from knowing
what you want,
knowing the people who I represent, knowing what they need, and doing everything that I can to listen to them. Listening is important, and then making sure that you have the confidence and the nerve to be able to take all of that knowledge and go to governors, U.S. senators, and mayors and say, we need this in our communities, in our boroughs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like go back in what we were talking before. The talent, you said we have the talent, we got talent. I was reading that talent, IQ, and education has no correlation with success. The success is kind of know what you want, have a plan, and persistence.
Yeah, because if you
I know a lot of educated people that
they're miserable. They're miserable. There are doctors. Let's be honest here. There are doctors who make millions of dollars a year. They live miserable lives, and people will look at them as successful. So success.
Well, I don't want to categorize it.
But what I'm saying is that I'm saying success means different things
for
different people. And if you have a plan, and if you have a passion, and you're able to execute your plan and pursue that passion, it makes you happy. Whatever that is, whether you're a doctor or you're selling pizza, you're a success.
Exactly. What was the wall that you met?
My age. Everyone thought I was too young to be an elected official, and everyone was wondering whether I can lead or not. When you go to Albany, a lot of people made jokes, my colleagues, about the fact that maybe I wasn't a lawyer. I didn't have a Harvard education. I was too young. Maybe my English wasn't as strong as others. So maybe because I didn't come from a rich family. So there have been many obstacles. But like I said, we're from the Bronx. We're resilient and we persevere.
Beautiful. What have you been doing since you left the presidency?
So I'm a recovering politician. I'm a recovering politician. And I am now the Senior Vice President of Strategic Initiatives at Montefiore, which is the largest healthcare network in the Bronx and the largest employer in the Bronx. And as the borough president, I was able to get 4 Metro North stations in the east side of the Bronx. And in one of the areas of Morris Park, that's where we have our East Campus, where Albert Einstein College of Medicine is. And so Dr. Oswald, the CEO and president, brings me in because he knows that we want to take advantage of that Metro North station. So there'll be more people coming from White Plains and Connecticut. There'll be people coming from Manhattan, doctors, students, potential patients. So he wants me to help, or he brought me in to help to build new facilities, because that's what I did as the borough president. And because I know the community, I know the NTA, all the relationships. So my job is to help build new facilities so that we can do high acuity surgery, so that we can do a cancer center, a maternity ward, all these things to give back. So I'm fortunate in that even though I'm no longer an elected official, I'm still in the Bronx, and I'm still doing things that are purposeful, that are meaningful, and important to the people of the Bronx.
You is not for them. You do more than that. That's beautiful. I'm a little bit of musician, not professional.
Oh, you play a great saxophone.
Amateur, and I realize the fact that in the Bronx, I want to build in the Bronx one of the hottest and best jazz club ever.
A jazz club.
Jazz club.
Oh,
so
boy.
I'm not qualified for that, but I know a lot of beautiful musicians, a lot of talented musicians. So that's the next step is.
So you build one here? Did you build one here?
Downstairs, which I'm going to show.
Let's go see it.
You know, this was a horse stable.
A horse stable.
This was horse stable. Here, blacksmith, and that used to be horses stable. Come on, I want to show you.
Let's do it. Let's go see it. Oh, look at this! Wow, this is like a speakeasy.
This is fixing up.
This is great. You go from a pizza shop right into this. Is beautiful.
So,
nice.
and what we're gonna do is this: we're gonna have food and party, and invite you,
event space.
and you mingle with them.
Nice.
Then in the middle of the party, you go on the stage and speak about whatever.
A fireside chat.
F-hour,
Like a fireside chat. Yes.
Yes.
This is nice. You got a nice little stage here. This is great. Look at this. Congratulations. Look at this.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, we could have done the interview here. Look at this. You bring somebody and you have a nice little chat. You should invite the elected officials to use the space. It could be. So, for instance, if you have a Dominican Heritage Month celebration, you can have someone interview a prominent Dominican right here while everybody's having pizza, and then you have the music. And once they finish the chai chat, you bring in a musician or something.
Beautiful. The beauty, the thing here is that, for instance, if you have an idea you want to execute,
this just could be part of what's in the front. You know, you have people out in the front, in the yard, in the courtyard, upstairs.
Yeah, it's legal. You see, there's a door that goes out on the porch, go to the porch.
And here to the side.
So a lot of parties here. It's a lot of history here.
A pizza party.
A lot of band. We had a lot of
a Puerto Rican pizza party. You see that? That's what you can have here. Puerto Rican pizza party with Latin jazz.
With Latin jazz.
Everyone needs to hear you on the saxophone. We all love Pugsley. This is why I love Pugsley, because Sal has always been someone to give back to the community.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yes.
Question is something that I have based it like on the books you read. You know, it's like all my life. I have my experience. You have your experience. He has his. Based on the books you read, people you met, and places you've been, what will be really something, a word or a little phrase for us, for everybody to learn from you, based on your life experience and on these things that I said?
I have a couple, and you can use that. You can't, for instance, you can't be a good leader without being a good follower.
That's beautiful.
We're always told, stop being a follower, be a leader. We're only told that when we're following the wrong leaders. But I cannot be the owner of a pizza shop unless I come here and work for you and follow you and learn from you, and that'll make me the best pizza shop owner.
So eventually. You gotta be a follow before you gotta be a good follower to be a good leader
without being a good follower. That's 100%. One. You can another one is, and it comes from my family. My parents have told me this. You can lose even though you win, and you can win even though you lose.
Yeah, because loser is not necessarily lose. You'll be a loser. It's just.
I lost my first political race, and the gentleman who beat me, I then ended up beating him. So when he first won, he did such a poor job. But did he really win? And did I really lose, or was I able to show people that ultimately I could be a better elected official than that gentleman? You know, sometimes we want to win at all costs, but you lose your integrity. You lose your personality. You lose your resolve. And so even though you won whatever it is that you think you win, but if you do it in a way where you don't feel good about yourself, you really lost.
Yes.
I like hip hop in this, and hip hop artist, his name is Fabulous. One day he said, if you can't be used, then you're useless.
That's got a lot of wisdom. That's beautiful. Let's go upstairs, have a nice slice pizza.
I was hoping that you would ask.
Okay.
I couldn't wait for that part of this.
The question is, pepperoni or no pepperoni?
No pepperoni.
Sausage or no sausage?
No sausage. I'll take
Plain.
Plain.
That's beautiful.
Pugsley
What
pizza.
about we have a loaf pie together?
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to maintain.
All right.
I have a good
Okay.
slice.
Okay.
Thank you. There we go. Thank you. Yummy. Pugsley's Pizza. If you don't know, you better make your way here. If you want the best New York style pizza, it doesn't get better than this. Pugsley's secret sauce with little mini jalapenos in it.
This thing here is everything is history. The guy used to come here.
It has a nice little bite.
The pizza store on Pugsley Avenue, the first pizza store we had. One day this guy came, an Italian guy, middle age, and then he didn't speak English, so he said, give me a slice, so I'll give a slice. He reached his pocket, got a little bottle, put it there. Next day he came there again, slice, reached his pocket, and then he says, what do you got there? He said, hot pepper, man. He told me. So let me try. So I tried, delicious, hot and delicious. I said, oh my God. Then he got fed up for me to ask it, and he taught me how to make it.
Delicious.
We talked. We ate. Now we're gonna have a.
There's only one thing left to do, right?
No, two things you left to do.
Okay, what's that?
One is the gun, and vegetable. You gotta leave also with a nice rap. I rap too. I'm a rapper.
I will only rap if you're gonna play the saxophone.
All right.
You got the saxophone?
Okay, that's
Let's
the
do
deal.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go get the gong. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pugsley Pizza Gong Show.
No, I need an order of mozzarella sticks. What's up? What's going on? What's the good word?
So, do you write your songs?
No, I sing other people's songs.
If I write song, you sing?
I went to the wrong place.
Huh?
If you write a song,
I
I'm not a singer.
I got one. Huh?
I'm not a singer. I just love hip hop, so I sing other people's rap songs.
So
I'm a cover. I'm like a hip hop cover.
Mr. Diaz, what's next?
So I love where I'm at now in Montefiore.
Yeah.
I always pursue things that still give me a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
Whether you asking if I would ever run for public office again, we'll never know. I don't know. You can never say never.
I hear
But
you.
right now, I've only been out of office almost 2 years, and I was in office 28 years of my life.
Oh my God.
So I'm still getting used to being a private citizen
I hear you.
as an adult.
I hear you.
But we'll see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll see.
Yeah. So, listen, you have a phone? I want you to take a picture of this.
Okay.
You're gonna read aloud this, and then this. That's why I take a picture so you can read this home, on the way home, when you're home. Read this aloud and read this
When I go
aloud,
home.
and then I make you hit the gong. This is about the gong. This is history about the
So it
gong.
says, associate something subconsciously that you really want in life with the sound of the gong. So that when you think about the gong, you think about what you wanted to achieve. And later in life, based on what you wish, you will know whether you achieved, whether you gave up, or whether you still are striving for it. Capture the spirit of the moment and unleash your own potentials. Follow your heart and don't let anybody or anything steal your dreams. If you have a song, sing it. If you have a bell, you ring it. If you have a story, then tell it. Honor your parents, love yourself, and love everybody.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hear that.
Let's go with the gong.
I hear
now.
that. So,
Okay, so let me
come
pick
here.
up the gong
So,
now.
come here. Yes.
Where's my,
Right,
where's,
okay.
what do I hit the gong with?
Over here. We got it. We got it. Over
What do I
here.
hit the gong with?
Send over here. Mr. Diaz.
Okay.
What the 7 is,
Yep.
let it out, baby.
All right. So I'm thinking about what I want to achieve. I'm thinking about my dreams and what I still want to accomplish in my life. And I'm going to gong it.
That's beautiful. That's great.
That's hilarious.
Time for the finale.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll do something depending on what beat you give me. Gotta give me a nice.
Okay. I do it for you. I do one for you.
Beat. No, just do the beat. Just give me something, and then based on how I'm feeling, I'll give you somebody else's rap. But I'll give you something. Good. Play something nice and jazzy for me. So this is one from like one of my favorites, Rakim,
yeah.
right? They call him the god of rap, Rakim.
Yeah.
So he speaks about how do you make somebody feel something,
Yeah.
because music is about how you feel.
Yeah.
So he goes, how can I move the crowd? First of all, ain't no mistakes allowed. Here's the instructions, put it together. It's simple, ain't it? But quite clever. Some of you been trying to write rhymes for years, but weak ideas irritate my ears. Is this the best that you can make? Cause if it's not, if you got more, I'll wait. But don't make me wait too long, cause I'ma move on. The dance floor, when they put something smooth on, so turn up the bass. It's better when it's loud, cause I like to move the crowd.
That's beautiful. So I got one for you.
Let's
I got
go,
a short for you.
Let's
So
go.
Hey, yo. Right off the bat, I want you to know we need to realize we got to get wise. Perhaps we need to get down on our knees and pray. Pray for what? Pray for who? Pray for me, brothers and sisters, and I pray for you. And then I go. So,
Love you,
we
Sal.
crazy.
Thank you for that.
You know, they say,
This is Sal right here.
they say
from
that.
Pugsley's Pizza.
Yeah.
#1 pizza shop in all of New York City, right here in the Boogie Down.
You hear that?
Look it up.
You hear
Come
that?
see Sal.
You hear
Hear him
that?
play some saxophone. Get the great secret sauce on your pizza. Can't go wrong.
Hallelujah.
We out.
Beautiful.
We out.
Beautiful. That's
All
great.
right.
That's great.